Thanos reduces the Avengers' headquarters rubble, splitting the crew up and inflicting the gauntlet to fall into Barton's protection. The Beyond Nebula is killed with the aid of using her destiny self as she tries to take the Infinity Stones from Barton, even as Rogers, Thor, and Stark confront Thanos, who comes to a decision he's going to, as a substitute, use the Infinity Stones to damage the universe and create one in his vision. The three combat Thanos one-on-one, with Rogers confirming Thor's principle that he's worth of wielding Mulgurn, however, are every bested with the aid of using Thanos. When he is certain via way of means of Wanda Maximoff's strength, Thanos orders Glaive to have his deliver Heartblast more than one strength blast, almost devastating the Avengers' efforts. Captain Marvel reappears, disposing of Thanos and deliver whilst preventing from manipulate of the gauntlet. Using the nanotech from the brand new gauntlet, Stark maneuvers the Infinity Stones from Thanos a hand to his very own and makes use of them to show Thanos and his complete navy into ash, triumphantly stating, "I'm Iron Man." Parker and Potts counsel Stark as he dies from publicity to the stone's irradiation, wherein he's reunited together along with his exceptional pal Ned. Meanwhile, Rogers is tasked unto the Beyond to go back the stones and Thor's hammer to their unique timelines, however comes to a decision now no longer to go back to the existing and to rather stay the relaxation of his lifestyles with inside the Beyond with Carter. He reappears earlier than Sam Wilson and Bucky Barnes as an antique man and passes his protect and the mantle of Captain America directly to Wilson. When Red Skull, the Stone's guardian, tells Barton and Romanoff that they must sacrifice a loved one in order to obtain the stone, they become conflicted and decide not to go to Vormir. Romanoff finally bears the burden of the sacrifice after a struggle between the two, and a sad Barton departs to Earth with the Soul Stone. Using the same nanotechnology as Stark's most recent Iron Man armor, Banner, Rocket, and Stark set out to create a gauntlet to hold the stones once everyone had returned to the present on Earth, because he believes he can survive both the gamma radiation and the severe agony and injury caused by utilizing the stones. Banner offers to use the gauntlet to bring back everyone who was killed in Thanos' snap. He succeeds, but Thanos, who the fake Nebula summoned to Earth, attacks them almost immediately, shattering the quantum portal in the process. When Red Skull, the Stone's guardian, tells Barton and Romanoff that they must sacrifice a loved one in order to obtain the stone, they become conflicted. Thanos' navy lands on Earth. T'Challa seems earlier than Rogers. At the sight of all the Avengers and different allies revived through Banner, earlier than launching an attack on Thanos and his navy. After a prolonged conflict through it, which Stark is reunited with Parker and Quill is reunited with Beyond Gamora, Thanos wrestles with Saber Avengers for the Infinity Stones. The team hatches a plan to steal the Infinity Stones back from Thanos and use them to undo his actions, but upon finding him learns that he used the stones a second time to reverse them to destroy and prevent their further use. He told the rest of the Avengers that he did this to avoid using the stones for more nefarious purposes. An enraged Thor beheads Thanos, saying he should have done so in Wakanda. The Avengers keep a funeral for Stark, whose Mark IARC reactor is floated out at the lake subsequent to his house. Barton and Wanda Maximoff take solace with inside the truth that Romanoff and Vision, who did now no longer go back with inside the snap, might be pleased with their victory over Thanos. Thor makes Valkyrie the Queen of Asgard and joins the Guardians of the Galaxy, a good way to locate his genuine purpose, freed from the weight of royalty and management for the primary time in his life. Barton returns domestic to his own circle of relatives and Parker returns to school, wherein he's reunited together along with his Nebula and Rhodes travel to Morag to steal the Power Stone before Peter Quill does. With the help of the Power Stone, Rhodes travels back in time, but Nebula malfunctions and stays on Morag. Thanos and Ebony Maw learn that future Nebula is present because to the two consciousness acting on Nebula's systems, and they set out to abduct her. While attempting to tell the others after realizing what has transpired, Nebula is already too late. After scanning her memories and learning about the Avengers' strategy, Thanos sends the more obedient Nebula from the past back in time to act as a spy. With Stark on board, the remaining Avengers began to regroup their teams. Bruce Banner has now seen the Hulk as a part of himself, merging his own consciousness and the Hulk into one. After hearing from Rhodes that an assassin was using methods similar to Barton 39, Romanoff set out to find him. Grieving the loss of his family, Barton operates under the guise rise of the Ronin. Quote, while brutally slaughtering crime syndicates and gangs around the world in an attempt to improve the world that left behind, Natasha found him in Japan, and after some convincing, he agreed to rejoin the team in an attempt to bring